the leaders to give me an opportunity to Hare Krishna. I once again thank all the leaders to give me an opportunity to purify myself this morning. Let's go on to the Bhagavatam reading. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutiraye Nashtaprayesho Bhadresho Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Today we are going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Narada's instructions on Srimad Bhagavatam, that is chapter 5. We are in verse 29. Can someone repeat after me?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Tasyaivaṁ me anuraktasya.
Anuraktasya.
Any one of you, please?
Tasyaivaṁ nuraktasya.
Yes. Praśritasya hatainasaḥ.
Praśritasya hatainasaḥ.
śraddadhānasya bālasya.
śraddadhānasya bālasya.
dāntasya anucarasya.
dāntasyanucarasya.
Thank you, Mataji. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. I was very much attached to those sages. I was gentle in behavior, and all my sins were eradicated in this service. In my heart, I had a strong faith in them. I had subjugated the senses, and I was strictly following them with my body and mind. Translation purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. A small purport, so maybe I will read it and then we will go through a short discussion. These are necessary qualifications of a prospective candidate who can expect to be elevated to the position of pure, unadulterated devotee. Such a candidate must always seek the association of pure devotees. One should not be misled by a pseudo-devotee. He himself must be plain and gentle to receive the instructions of such a pure devotee. A pure devotee is completely surrendered soul onto the personality of Godhead. He knows the personality of Godhead as the supreme proprietor, and all others are his servitors. And by the association of pure devotees only, he can get rid of all the sins accumulated by mundane association. A neophyte devotee must faithfully serve the pure devotee and should be very obedient and strictly follow the instructions. These are the signs of a devotee who is determined to achieve success. So, very nice purport also, very simple, so clear. Let's now go into the discussion. Before that, I would like to seek prayers of all the entire Vaishnavas and the Parampara. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrijatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, we are in today's verse. Tasyaivaṁ me anuraktasya praśritasya hata enasaḥ śraddadhānasya bālasya dāntasya anucarasya. I have made a small PPT, so let me see which we can share it so that please confirm if it is visible.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, 1 minute.
Now it is visible.
Yes, Prabhu. This is one block on the top. Okay. So, Shishi Kandavika Gridhari Shriman Mahaprabhu ki jai. So, as always, today we are discussing 1529. We'll do a few recap of just a few lines. What happened to our little Narada Muni after eating Mahaprasadam of the pure devotees? Remember, it was one of the 3 P's which we discussed. Okay, and then after hearing a lot of Krishna Katha from the pure devotees, what happened to him? He started getting more and more taste for hearing. Bhakti was getting uninterrupted. And particularly last verse, Varadraj gave us beautiful examples, and we found out how even Raja and Tamoguna was vanished, was removed from little Narada. He gave wonderful examples to all of that. Now, we are entering into a next nice phase. What happens? Sages saw this before he becoming Narada Muni. He was a little Narada. He was advancing so nicely. And what did they do to him? They revealed something. They gave him something unvaluable. Okay, they gave him beautiful gift. We are going to see this in the next, from almost verse number 29 up to 31. So today we will be focusing on one particular verse. Okay. So if you see the translation, word to word meaning, there were wonderful words. Anuraktasya, praśritasya, hatainasaḥ, dāntasya, all are these are little qualities. He was attached to the sages. He was very obedient. He was free from sins. How? Only by association. And then his faith increased. Then strictly, how? By strictly following all the instructions. That is how he became from little Narada to Narada, the greatest of the Narada Munis. Okay, now let's get into the purport. The very first line says these are necessary qualifications of a prospective candidate. Okay, so how beautiful. Prabhupada is now setting standards for us. If we want to be a devotee, we want to be elevated to position of pure unadulterated devotee. There are specifications, necessary qualifications being said to us, right? We'll see where it all began, right? We all know that son of his maid servant, what he was doing, he was just assisting his mother. And what was the mother doing? She was serving pure devotees. What did little Narada do then? Got some prasadam. What? Not normal prasadam. We all came to know how important prasadam was, what an impact prasadam has. We briefly discussed in the last couple of classes that prasadam is not normal. Okay, and what Narada Muni got was Maha, that is a remnants of the pure devotees, right? And then what happened? He got more and he got nice blessings from them. Okay, when this happened, all good qualities developed. Remember, all this happened, he did not have to do any special endeavor for this. Then what did he do? He started hearing Krishna Katha. By hearing Krishna Katha and associating with the sages, naturally faith was increasing, right? Then Narada Muni, little Narada's devotional service was uninterrupted. Then obviously the sages were very, very happy with little Narada. Okay. Now, during this entire, we heard from yesterday from Varaha Prabhu, how many months he stayed. Just a clarification that all of you are available in the class and hearing. How many months he stayed there? How many months he got?
4 months.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So all of you have stopped your japa and hearing attentively. Thank you.
4 months.
So these 4 months, what did he take? He took the association of devotees. Now, we heard from His Grace Mathurapati Prabhu's class, our leader. He very nicely gave us what is association means. Not that I was also along with you all for 1 hour and then quickly went on to do what I was doing. That was not. Actually respecting a pure devotee. Okay. After that, what the moment he comes, what does a pure devotee do or a devotee do? He'll just simply share what he read. He'll share all his experience. He'll share what he heard from our senior Vaishnava. And if possible, humbly serve him, right? If within your capacity, within your limitation, find out how you can serve this pure devotee. So many times you would have seen in our group, there will be a message. Somebody has come. There is an opportunity. Would you want to drive him from there? Okay, why do we, as if he cannot find, do you think devotees are not there in that particular temple to drop? No, there are people. But why does this message come? So that we get a chance to be with them for next 30 minutes. I heard once Parabhakti Mataji used to say, even if the air passing, Prabhu, if let that devotee hit and touch us, it is enough for me. I mean, that is the kind of, space which we are looking at for being with devotees. Then obviously whatever is shared, we will try to write down. In fact, to come to hear them, you need to come with a book and a pen. That itself will show that we are having seriousness. We want to actually hear him. We want to write down, because our Manda Sumanda Bhakti, we cannot remember all what he said. We need a book and a pen. We need to at least bullet points. Can I take 2 points away from that? That is what is called association. Okay. Every time when the Vaishnavas come, why do we grab? Is there something? And last is the secret. When they are having prasadam, if you are around and if you know some senior devotees, humbly wait. We need to beg. There is some Mahaprasadam. Is there some honored water or something is there? We try and grab it. Why? That is what Narada Muni did, right? That is what is the one of the P's which is mentioned, which is the processes. Okay. It is not necessary that we only eat prasadam and wait for some magic to happen. No, he followed all the process. What was the process? Hearing Krishna Katha, increasing his faith, continuing his devotional services uninterruptedly. Okay. Now let's further read in this what Prabhupada said. Such a candidate must always seek the association of pure devotees, which means you don't need your senior leaders to keep saying, Prabhuji, tomorrow I saw a banner. I think March 10th, 11th, and 12th. There was a wonderful devotee. Of course, Hindi class, there will be an English translation of, I'm not able to get his guru's name. Beautiful classes you're going to. From now, we need to mark our, in our phones, we have all this smart. So it smartly will remind us on that day evening, 8 to 9 or 7 to 8, please keep yourself free. That is actually marking. We don't need leaders to keep telling Prabhu, somebody is come, please come, please come. Okay. We need to humbly, try to grab all these opportunities. But here, there is one warning Prabhupada is given. One should not be misled by pseudo-devotee. Okay. There was a small opportunity for all of us to do some book distribution and collect some contacts. We were there. And there were supposed to be 2 stalls. Unfortunately, the stalls, as usual, last minute, they had to give the same stall. And there were some few people standing next to us. They were also having a table. They are also having tilak. Okay. They are also looking very wonderful, humble. They were nicely inviting all the people. They called themselves Sanatana Dharmas. Okay. And they were also having a book, short book called Bhagavad Gita. How short was the book? This was probably this small pocket diary. It was written few bullet points of Bhagavad Gita. And mind you, he had all the other qualities. He was humble. He was inviting everybody, funny, Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, and I was also in the other side, humbly coming, Hare Krishna, please come. He was talking about Bhagavad Gita, I was talking, but carefully I asked them, what are you doing? What is this? What do you want to distribute? He said, free we want to distribute. I said, fine, but what you are distributing? Few bullet points which we have summarized. Now look at it. He summarized the bullet points from Bhagavad Gita. I don't know where he got the text from, and he even very happily gave it. Please read. We normally check to see the verse, whether parampara is there, 4th chapter first. Itself, we could make out it is all bogus and humble. And best part was, I'm telling, please chant Hare Krishna. He's saying, don't chant loudly. Only do mananam inside. Don't open your mouth. So look at what, how much is the bogus. I asked, which parampara do you belong from? He almost had this question, what are you talking of parampara? I have my guru, whatever my guru told me. I just stopped, and then he was inviting me also. If I had extra 5 minutes, if I had stayed, I would have been invited. I would have probably eating in their place. So we need to be very careful. That's why Prabhupada uses, one should not be misled by pseudo-devotees. Okay. After that, he also gives us a line saying, well, we must be plain and gentle to receive instructions from pure devotee. After having gone there, sitting down, we need not be very complicated. Just simple. Just listen to them, because they are all Maharajas. They all have heard it from the parampara. They know the experience, and they are making it simple for us. All this complicated. We have 18 chapters, and we were not able to understand even after so much of explanation. And this person was giving us small little book and saying life will change for you. So I was feeling very funny. But anyway, so what happens? We'll do a little bit of a flashback before going into next few lines. What happens? I don't know whether you can see this on the top. Just written flashback, first externals and then internals. So when we were new devotees, what has initially attracted towards us when we came into ISKCON? For a few, it could have been the deities. At least to me, the deities were so beautifully dressed, thanks to all these wonderful devotees. There's grand dresses, grand garlands. Some people would have been attracted by the temple, attracted to the design of the temple, maybe some kirtan. Some people, our kirtan mela is very famous. Some people get attracted to festivals, maybe Rath Yatra, and of course, we always have the prasadam. Now, this first attraction, if I can summarize, is towards the institution, ISKCON. Am I right? If somebody agrees with me in any one of these few things, you would have got attracted. Just a confirmation.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Now, this is what we call the externals. Now, this is fine for the initial stages, but there is an agenda, right? With all of us, we want all the devotees to go deeper. When we say go deeper, go beyond the meanings of externals. Okay. What is that deeper? This is what we call it the next of the P, which is practicing the process, which is what little Narada did. What is the process? You all came to know, right? Just here from morning, what did you all do? Japa. That is one of the process. Now what you all are doing? Hearing Krishna Katha, hearing Bhagavatam, okay, Amala Purana, spotless. So this is the process. Why is the process to be followed? I like all this, Prabhuji. I like to just be coming to temple every day and going. Nothing will happen, even if you come for hundreds of years. Why? If you don't go deeper and follow the processes, there will not be transformation. The transformation from what? Transformation from all our previous bad habits to good habits. That is a simpler way of putting it in English, but effectively all our anarthas will go, and we will start getting all those wonderful qualities which we were now just telling, which Narada Muni brought. Our faith will increase, we will find taste, finally we will get Krishna Prema. Okay, so a few more lines here. Prabhupada writes, by the association of pure devotees only, you can get rid of sins accumulated in the mundane association, which means we have kgs and kgs of all the sins collected, and only how we can do it, like I mentioned, just sitting next to them, just hearing them, taking their association and getting to follow their instructions. That is the only way. A neophyte devotee must faithfully serve the pure devotee. The problem with us is the moment we hear serve, said, why should I serve? When we say serving, there could be so much direct, indirect. Please reach out to your seniors and ask them how I can also serve the devotee. They are very intelligent. They'll give you ways to find out. Okay, and if I have and there are the signs of a devotee who is determined to achieve success in the existing. So this clearly says within the existing lifetime, like Prabhupada says, if you follow the process, if you take prasadam, and there is another P, we'll come to that. And if you follow in this very lifetime, we can go back to Godhead. Now, I said in the beginning, the sages gave something very beautiful. We have to wait to hear what it is. What is the best gift Narada Muni received? How valuable was that gift? All this will be revealed to all of us just 24 hours from now. I'm just creating some suspense because these verses are so beautiful. We heard all the instructions and how Narada Muni gave his own personal example. He shared his personal realizations. And now you will all come to know what was the gift he received after the sages were there for 4 months, and what are those wonderful things they revealed to us. These are the few points which I could gather from here and share it with you all. It's a very small verse, small purport. If there is anything else which you like to share, or Prabhuji, if I've missed any point, please do feel free to correct me, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much again for giving this opportunity to share this wonderful verse. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai.
Jai.
Grandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
If we can